Hello, my name is Lothathil Rylith, and I do welcome you to the first episode of The Whispering Dawn. This is going to be an Azorzian news type of show, in which we will talk about the news that's happening in the game of Final Fantasy XIV, and everything that's happening in Eorzea at the moment. In game, I have barely done nothing, and that seems to be the running theme for myself lately. Eventually I'm going to get my Atmas, get all my I-20 gear, but for the moment, I get nothing. However, we're going to talk about the new details that we have concerning the new expansion, Heavenward, and some of the pre-order bonuses and stuff that you can get. They did a live stream, I'm gonna say last night, and a lot of things came out of it, basically just stuff in the boxing and the collector's edition and price points and stuff like that. However, we're going to start with the things that we care about, which is coming right down the pipe, is that they announced the release date of 2.5, which will be March 31st, and things to be added, which, while it wasn't specifically said, I am going to be guessing that the final story arc is going to be there. However, the things that they're going to change that we know for sure is that Final Core is going to be added to the Duty Finder, and that the World of Darkness raid is going to have this weekly gear limit dropped, which is actually a pretty good thing for some people. As for me, I have not even done it yet, which kind of sucks. I have it still on my quest list to do, but every time I go in, everybody abandons it, and, well, I can't really get it done. And for the fans of the Gold Saucer, some of the stuff will be done to it. I do say a lot, don't I? Well, the amount of MGP will be adjusted. I don't know if that's an increase or a decrease at this moment. Everybody's saying it's going to be an increase, but the source that I looked at, which is the transcript of whatever, did not mention if it was going to be raised or not. And that the Triple Triad Challenge, which is, if you don't know, a card game that was actually introduced in Final Fantasy VIII, is going to be adjusted. I don't know, like, they said two things on that. They said that they were going to adjust the NPCs because people were finding them too hard, and they also said it was just going to be adjusted. So, the people that are into the Triple Triad will, I guess, like that. I don't know. I haven't even tried anything in the Gold Saucer yet. That's how bad of a player I'm at right now. However, the main focus was on the new expansion, which it should have been, and some of the stuff that you can get when you get it. The collector's edition is going to be called the Dragon Saw War box set. In it, you're going to get the Dragon Mount figure. You're going to get an art book detailing the arts of Heavenward, and you're going to get a Blu-ray disc titled Eorzea in Motion, a realm revisited. Now, the only problem with this is that, for me, it's at $120 price point. Having hardly any money, I can probably swing it if it's a pre-order, which it is, and it's going to be released like in June 23rd with early access at June 19th. However, the only problem with this is if I get this, I still have to buy it off of Steam. So, for me to get this and the purchase on Steam, it's going to cost me about $180. Money I do not have to spend on this type of game. So unfortunately for me, I'm gonna have to not get it, but the unboxing was actually pretty nice. I haven't seen it, I've seen other people talk about it, and I mean, to have a Blu-ray disc that's gonna go through the, I guess, the production over of the new game is gonna be awesome. That's the out-of-game stuff. That's the stuff that's gonna be physically in the box. Now, as in-game items, you're gonna get the Flying Griffin mount, the Cecil-themed Dark Knight Baron Helm, a wind-up Kane minion, and a Foul Fantasia. So I guess you can switch over to the Aura. However, you also get in-game pre-orders. When you pre-order it, you'll get the Baron Circlet and Baron Earrings, as well as the Chocobo Chick Courier. And I don't know if that's a minion or a mount. I'm thinking it might be a mount, but I don't know. And then you get the early access to do it, and they went over the types of ways if you get it through various retailers, where it's going to go and how you're going to get the code and everything. So I don't know if that's going to happen on Steam, because that's where I'm getting my game through, is Steam, which is why, you know, having this information to me is, well, kind of important, but at the same time kind of not to me. I really wish they would have said that I could use it no matter if I use Steam or not, but I guess when it goes up on Steam, I will be buying it. Hopefully they got a collector's edition on there that I can get, so I can at least get the in-game items. I mean, a Flying Griffin mount would be nice, and another minion, because I do love my minions. And I guess early access, I don't know how Steam's going to be doing, like, the early access for this. So I guess we'll find out. I really do hope that in 2.55, which they said is the last expansion, or the last update before the expansion, I really do hope they wrap up that story, the main story, because I was kind of disappointed in the last expansion, not the one that we just had, the little update thingy, but the last big update we had, when we got like some more of the thing. I was kind of upset that it didn't delve into any of the stuff that was happening in Oda, because that was what I pretty much cared about. Instead, we get this loose story, and this is going to be spoilers, and I do apologize, on how our thing is being taken away. Kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. And that's all the time. That's all the information I got at the moment. We did get some stuff that it was going to be 20 gigs, which is a lot more than I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be around 8. And we got some more information on how some of the classes are played. Like, the Dark Knight is going to be MP based, which a lot of people did know. But the thing is they're saying that the Astrologian class is going to be a hard class to master, only because you have to know when to use the card you pick and when to merge it with others and stuff like that. So it's making me kind of wary, because I'm not good with my scholar at all. So for this to actually affect me, I'm gonna have to like get better. As Limit Break Radio would say, I'll have to hashtag get good, which I'm trying to do. It's not helping, but at some point I probably will, because I'm a pretty decent player most of the time. Even though most of the time I usually do class like DPS, where you don't have to think and less react. But that's all I got on this for today. But just keep May the 12 bless you, and may your travels always be filled with cheer. Bye bye for now.